Hey guys, I'm Pritam. Welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to do another unboxing of a camera lens. It's a Canon 50 mm 1.8 STM lens of a really wide aperture lens. So for those who don't know, I'm really a beginner photographer who just started my passion about photography just few years ago, and I just bought last year a Canon camera. It's a mirrorless camera of M200. So I was just leveling up my photography skills, and I was just learning the basics like how's the ISO work, how the shutter speeds work, and how the aperture works. So now I find out that it's a good time to invest some money for a prime lens. And then I did a little bit of research, and I find that the best prime lens that a beginner should buy is the 50 mm 1.8 STM. It's a great lens. I did a lot of research, so most of the research I find it's only great things about this lens. There is nothing bad about it. It's a really cheap lens. I brought it from Amazon like 2 days ago in 110 pound here in UK. So today I'm going to unbox this lens, and in order to use this lens, it's a EF lens. So if you want to use this lens inside a mirrorless camera like I have, like M200, or even if you have M100, or if you have a better camera than this like M50 or any other mirrorless camera, then you need to buy adapter. So here is the adapter. So today I also going to do the unboxing of this adapter. So first of all, I'm going to do the unboxing of the lens. So I just got it from Amazon like yesterday. So in the box, directly you have, I think is the warranty card, which can be useful, and then you have the manual here, and then okay. So here is the lens. So there is nothing else. Okay. So it's really lightweight. The lens is really small actually. I mean, it looks like a pancake lens, but so many good things this lens can do. So first of all, I already did a little bit of research, but this is my first time I'm holding this lens in my hand. So first of all, the build quality is really nice. As you can see, it has a autofocus as well as manual focus. And okay, so here you can see the mount is in a metal grid. So this is the build quality. As you can see, is quite sturdy, really nice. And then it's a STM lens. And the best thing about this lens I'm coming about it is the aperture. It's a 1.8 aperture, which is a huge difference compared to the kit lens. So in case of my kit lens, it is 15 to 45 mm, and the aperture is like 3.5. And here it's a 50 mm lens, and aperture is 1.8. So for those who don't know about it, you can ask. So it can go up to 45 mm, and here it is 50 mm. So what is the biggest difference? The difference is not the focal length, but the difference is the aperture, which is 3.5 in the kit lens, and in the prime lens is 1.8, and it's a great difference. And that is the reason why you should invest money in this lens, and it's so good. I'm coming in this in a minute. What is the advantage of having such a huge aperture compared to the kit lens? So first of all, this is the lens. The build quality is really good. I'm going to mount it inside my camera, so for that I also need this adapter. So I'm going to unbox this adapter. It's a Viltrox adapter. So I also did a little bit of research. I could have go for the original Canon version, but it was a little bit expensive. This one I just bought from Amazon, which was like 38 pound, like 1/3 of the price of the original Canon version. And the adapter is just connect the lens with the camera body. It doesn't really do much things inside it. There is not so much optics going on inside it. So I didn't really invest money in it. So yeah, so it's a Chinese brand, but I got some good reviews about this brand, so that's why I go for it. So this is, you have inside, you have a warranty card, and then you have the manual. Okay, and yeah, so this is the adapter, which is saying it is QC passed. Okay, yeah, it's feel good. It's feel really strong. First of all, the first impression is good. So this is the adapter. So this is here, as you can see, here is the mount adapter for EF-EOS M. So guys, if you would like to use the EF lenses inside a mirrorless camera, so you need an adapter like this, and you have to find EF-EOS M. So this is the thing that you should be looking for. Here also you can see, okay, so you can see the build quality is really sturdy. It's a metallic grid here also, and then you have also in this part where you are going to put the lens, and then you have a mount in order to put a tripod underneath inside it. So first of all, I'm going to put it inside my camera. So I need to remove my camera. Okay, so, and then you have to, yeah, it's really easy. You just put it and then you turn it clockwise, half turn clockwise, and then it will be attached with it. And then you have to put the lens in the similar fashion. You just put it inside. So you have a clank here, as you can see. So this one you have to find where you have the depth. So you just put it like this, and then okay, here guys, so it is almost done, and you can see the camera becomes a little bit heavier because of the lens, although the lens that the other lens that you have, it is not as big as this one. It's really a small lens compared to the one that you have in the market. So so the features that why I invest money in this lens is the aperture, which is 1.8, and having such a big aperture like that, you have a whole lot of possibilities. The first of all is as it is a big aperture, so as you know, if you have a big aperture, then it can suck a lot of light inside the sensor. So that's why you can go for higher shutter speeds without compromising the ISO. So that's why these lenses are also called fast lenses. The second thing is the night photography. So of course, as you can understand, if you have a little bit of basic clear, you will know that if it can suck more light, then it is much better to do night photography, because in low light condition you can have a really nice and sharp photos. Secondly is the portrait photography. These lenses are hugely used for the portrait photos. It has a nice background blur and nice bokeh effect inside the background. So these are widely used for the portrait photographies. You can also go for macro photographies like food photography or like product photographies. One of the channel I saw, what they did, they just removed the lens and they just put it on the opposite side, and then by this you can also go for really macro level photography. I didn't try it yet, but yeah, in some of the videos you can find. So here I'm not going to do that detailed comparison about the videos or photos. It's just an unboxing video, but you can find in YouTube a lot of videos like this, the features which is saying this lens is so great. I mean, there is nothing bad about this lens. And then you can also go for nature or travel photography or street photographies, which are also nice with this lens. So I have only good things to say about this lens. There is not much things of a limitations about this. There are few limitations about this lens, which can be like if you are going for astrophotography. So for astrophotography, you need a wide angle lens. So as you know, it's a 50 mm lens. So maybe it is not so suitable for astrophotography. And the second thing is that the long distance, if when you are shooting with this lens, you really need to put the subject with your lens with a good distance. Otherwise you can't really put everything in the frame. So one example is that when you're shooting yourself for a vlog or something, it's not possible to keep this lens with a handheld. So you cannot shoot yourself with a handheld position. You need to put it at least 2 to 3 feet away from yourself. In that case, you need a tripod or something like this. And also the second thing associated with this is the if you want to use the inbuilt microphone, then also you can't really use it because you have to put the camera so far from you, so you can't really use the inbuilt inbuilt microphone. Another thing that I find out is when you switch it on, when you are focusing, only this one I find it is making a little bit of sound, although it's a STM version of the lens, which is much more better than the previous version. But when you are making a video and when you are focusing on the image, and if you're using the internal microphone, then you may see that it is recording also the motor which is making the lens to be focused on the subject. So that is also one of the thing I find which can be improved. And another thing is the image stabilizations, which is this lens doesn't have. So of course the price that you're paying, you can't really have that one. If it has an image stabilization, it will be way more expensive. So these are the really small things that you are compromising with that price range. So I would say in this price, this lens is great lens, just a great lens. If you are a beginner photographer, you don't really know which prime lens to choose, I can tell you, just go for it without a second thought. It's a great lens. So that's all for the video, guys. I am going to do some of the photography test. So I'm right now in Edinburgh city, so I'm going outside. I'm going to take some photos with this lens compared to this lens. So what I'm gonna do, I take some macro photos by keeping the aperture same, like here it will be 3.5 and here it will be 1.8. You see the difference. I try to keep all the other settings similar, and then I'll take some nature photography or the street photography in a 50 mm as well as here in 45 mm, and then you also see the differences. So that's how you can decide why this lens is so good. So that's all for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I see you in the next videos. Thank you.